I've got to confess something. I have an addiction. An addiction to cameras. Okay, addicted might not be the right word to use, but I really like cameras. There's just something about a tool that can freeze time, and it truly just gives me a warm feeling inside. So, anyway, enough of that. Let's take a look at my collection. Going into 2025, I have a few goals set for myself, and one of them is to grow this channel. So thank you to everybody who's subscribed and liked my videos and supported me so far. It's been a wild 3 weeks, but it's grown and I'm really excited where it's going. So if you want to continue to support me, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It'd be a huge help, and I can't wait to keep making content for you in the future. Not including the 26 cameras that I have listed on moonbeam.com, I also have a countless number of broken and untested cameras that are just strewn about my office. I have a total of 13 cameras in my personal collection, and I have them grouped into a few categories. First, we have the Fuji Family, the Rollei Bois, the Tanks, and the Compact Characters. The Fuji family consists of 5 cameras: the Instax Wide 300, the GA645ZI, the XT1, the X Pro 2, and the XT5. The Instax Wide 300 is an instant film camera that shoots the wide instant film from Fujifilm. It's a great little camera to bring to events or special occasions because you're able to get instant photos and it's a great time. My wife and I use this for our photo guest book at our wedding. Up next, we have the Fujifilm 645ZI. This is a great little zoom point and shoot medium format camera. If you've seen my Lido moon vlog, you've seen this camera before, or even film camera basics. It's been around. It's a fun camera, and I'm excited to keep shooting with it and just kind of master it because it's just such a good looking camera. Up next, we have my first mirrorless camera, the Fujifilm XT-5 in the Graphite Edition. I bought this camera as a Christmas gift to myself in 2017, and I have fell in love with Fujifilm ever since. I was so broke at the time when I got this camera that I had to use an EF adapter to use my Canon lenses that I already had on this camera, which means I had no autofocus, no aperture control, no image stabilization, but I was still able to get some great shots of this camera because it's just a beast. The color science is great. It's just so cute, and I love this camera, and I'm never going to get rid of it. Next, we have the legendary Fujifilm X Pro 2. This is actually my wife's camera, but this camera with the X-Trans 3 sensor is one of the most satisfying to use cameras, and this camera has one of the best shutter sounds in the game. Just listen. Oh, so good. And last but not least, the big dog, the workhorse, my right-hand man, the Fujifilm XT-5. This camera is just one of the best cameras I've ever used. The autofocus is so fast. Just everything about it is just amazing. I've taken this camera all over the world, to Portugal, to Japan, to Korea, and I just love shooting on this. I love the old school dials. I love being able to adjust my settings without the camera being on. It's just an amazing, amazing camera, and I love it so much. Up next, we have the Rollei Bois, which includes my Rolleiflex TLR and the Rolleiflex 35B. My wife and I actually bought this Rolleiflex while we were in Portugal, and we went to a camera shop, and the owner of the camera shop said that he was selling it for the original owner of this camera. He bought it brand new, and he loved and took care of this camera for decades. So I had to pick it up, and ever since then, it's just been such a joy to shoot with. I'm going to be making some videos about this camera soon, so keep an eye out. Unfortunately, this Rollei 35B is non-operational at the moment because the leaf shutter keeps getting stuck open. So I'm going to need to figure that out, but I had to pick it up because it was inexpensive and it's super cute and I really want it to work because it's so compact and just it's perfect. So once I get it fixed, I will be sure to make a video about it so that you can see the results. Up next, we have the tanks, which is my collection of film SLR cameras. Simply put, these are some of the most solid cameras I have ever seen. I have the Pentax Spotmatic that I got from my grandfather, a Topcon RE Super, and a Nikon F3. To be honest, I haven't even developed some film from the Spotmatic or the Topcon because I just haven't had time and I just love the Nikon F3 so much. But let's take a look at them real quick, shall we? So up first we have the Honeywell Pentax Spotmatic. This was my grandfather's camera and it's so cute. I really need to use it some more and develop a roll of film on it. And yeah, but it's just one of those solid built cameras that can survive like a nuclear blast, basically. Just such a great little camera, such fond memories of my grandpa. And then we have the big boy, the huge Topcon RE Super. I got this camera body while I was in Japan. I haven't shot with it yet, but I will be soon, so keep an eye out for that video. The reason I bought it was because I got this lens at an estate sale for like $15. It's a 58mm f1.4 lens. It's just so fast. I cannot wait to take this out and shoot. And last but not least, we have the Nikon F3. If the Fujifilm XT-5 is my right hand, this one is my left. It's just such a solid camera. It's got automatic exposure when needed, so I don't have to think as much. And having a spot meter on the inside of the camera is just a game changer compared to a lot of my manual SLRs. It also has a waist down viewfinder if you remove the prism off the top. And it's just, I don't know, there's something about this camera. I took it with me to Japan to shoot some night scenes on Cinestill 800T, and it was so much fun, and I'm so proud of the shots that I got. And last but not least, we have the compact characters. We have a Sony A5100, a Canon PowerShot, and finally, my favorite point-and-shoot camera of all time, the Yashica T AF. Up first, we have the Sony A5100. This was my wife's camera, and I haven't really used it, let's be honest. It's just in the collection. It's cute. I might start using it as a vlogging style camera because it has the flip up screen, which might help because trying to vlog with the XT5 is kind of difficult because it's so big and so heavy. Up next, we have the Canon PowerShot. This was my grandma's, and it still has some photos that she took on the SD card, and it's just really special. I bring this with me around to take pictures with it more recently because I've been always kicking myself for not having a camera with me, and sometimes you just want a small little package to shoot with, and I just love it. And finally, my favorite point and shoot of all time, the Yashica T AF. This lives in my bag that I take with me everywhere because the Carl Zeiss lens on this thing is so sharp. It's such a fast point and shoot. It's perfect. It's the perfect point and shoot. I can never get rid of it. I just love it so much. Thanks for joining me on a tour of my collection. I hope you like to see all the cameras that I've been shooting with, and I'm excited to bring into 2025. And if there's any questions that you have about any of the cameras that I showed today, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to answer any questions, or if you want to deep dive into any specific camera, let me know. Also, be sure to check out moonbeamcamera.com, where I have a bunch of cameras listed for you to purchase just in time for the holidays. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to support this channel, please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to be notified when new videos go live. If you're interested in seeing more, feel free to check out any of my other videos. Have a good one, and I hope to see you in the next video.